All right, it is Saturday, July 6th, going over some banking stocks. 97 degrees. It keeps going up while it's hot here. All right, so JP Morgan, this was back at 140 back when the cough happened, went to about 77. Chopped around for a long time. Broke out end of November, and we went all the way up to 170 back in 2021. Then it double topped, triple topped here. Yeah, the big fade here all the way down 2022. Form this low right here. If I get the candle here, 101.28. Then we took off 130, 140 into 2023. Show this line here. Came back to 130. Then you broke out right over pretty much 140 and then 143, went to 160. Had a little downtrend August, September, October. Like I said, most stocks ETFs November. This is when the market really took off. After this fade back and forth, we had a little bit of downtrend about 4 months, and we took off. And did we ever? Yeah, 140. This one all the way up to 170, like that. Little stop here, stop 170, went to 200. Nice little pullback here to 180, 204. Another pit stop at 191, and then we went to 210. Now, along the way, see, November was a great buy. It's in tier one. This was a good buy. January 2024. Now, this wasn't that low. Stochastics is only 24.81. That's super low, but sometimes it doesn't matter. This went straight up. This was in tier one, April. Look at this. Another one. Very low in these dips were great buys on JP Morgan. Look at this run you're on. So basically 192 to 210. Now we're pulling back very overbought. Watch for 202, 200, and 196 level. This big, massive wedge, but it's getting smaller again. Remember I said he's broadening wedges? It's getting smaller, smaller, tighter. Till eventually, you're probably going to have a major drop, but we'll see when that happens. We'll see. All right, get a little shooting star candle here, 210. This is the weekly. Overbought, came down, moved up again. Now we'll see if this move comes up, but it's lower. If all these are lower, this is pretty much even, but higher. This higher stochastics line. And this one here, they're all going to be lower. It's be higher, lower, then lower. That's what I'm trying to say. And so we'll see if that happens. Look at this big run up. Give your dip lines and then up here. So pretty amazing. Now your monthly, look at this. This goes back to like 2099.com bust. This one all the way to 220. We go to 40. Go back to 20 on the financial crisis. Then, once you bought this at 20, it was off for years, for the next 10 years until the cough happened. 2018, a little bit too, it just didn't do much, but this has been a great buy. And bought again and bought again. So you can see right here on stochastics, the monthly too, each wave. 2019 got lower from this high. Look at this high, high. They're all lower. Excuse me, this was lower. This was lower. So look at these points. That's why you can look weekly and monthly out. You can see on every big move how it's like moving. Like this is straight up. This is like a zigzag. This is another winding big move, but all the lows got lower. We're at 94.52. Now, any pullback, major pullback, this would fall back to like 160, 170. We'll see if that happens because you're very overbought. If something does happen in the market. Quarterly, you can see here every time been up very high. Of course, you had that crash, .com, financial crisis, the cough, Ukraine, Russia war. Now we're starting to turn to, look at this. After this move, you turn up, then sideways, almost touching them. So we could be getting at the end, or at least some volatility could be happening soon in the market. We'll see how this plays out. In a yearly, sideways, sideways up. You can see the highs getting lower, lower. So this really peaked, you could say 96.21. And see the peak high, lower here, lower right now. So, but this is always, when you see this happen, you're still going up, like the market's strong with this, and this is just a sign. could be something happening in the future. And like we're fading this way, but the market's going up, could be like peaking to a certain extent. But now the yearly, you're way above your moving averages. So usually this runs sideways or right below. See just these tails? I mean, you're at 204, 120, and 100. So to me, the market's very overbought. A lot of things, at least on JP Morgan, that's the market. The market is overbought a little bit, but that's where we're at right now. All right, so that's where we are in JP Morgan. 588 billion market cap. What else we got here? Anything on JP Morgan in the news? JP Morgan might start charging customers for checking accounts. That was July 5th. So that's it right now. Marco Kolanovic, Wall Street's biggest bear, is leaving JP Morgan Chase. This guy gets everything wrong. You know the funny thing, all these guys on Wall Street, the brightest minds, and they get like Harvard, yeah, whatever you go to school, and it's like they're like wrong all the time too. Like all these analysts and stuff. That's like you could be sitting in your home in underwear, some 21-year-old kid, and knows like charts, and he knows just as much as these people. I mean, they're on the inside of Wall Street, but like Marco Klanovic, Wall Street's biggest bear, is leaving JP Morgan Chase. Yeah, he kept predicting the market would go down, and it doesn't. That's why you can look in the charts and say, we're not going down yet. There's no major, nothing happening. There has to be some sort of black swan event, or eventually there's something happens with credit or something like that. Marco Klanovic has warned a significant stock market drop, departing after 19 years in the bank. Yeah, because he keeps getting everything wrong. He probably like fired on me, quit or something like that. All right. So anyway, that's it for JP Morgan Chase. Very strong stock. Actually, I have the banking stocks. I like JP Morgan a lot. Longer term, they're very strong. Balance sheet and everything as far as the other banks and market caps. Huge bank. All right, that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. Helps the algorithms. Mike Cayman Trades on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Mike J Trades on X. Peace.